Hi, I'm Paula from On a String. It's time for an unboxing video. I haven't done one of these for a little while and I've been waiting patiently for my latest beadingschool.com Academy box to arrive. So let's dive in and have a look at what's actually in the sweet Margaretha box. Now this just arrived in my letterbox today, so I haven't opened it yet. Let's have a look at what's actually inside. Again, beautifully wrapped as they always are with the Beading School boxes, and I've been so jealous watching other people making bits and pieces while I've been waiting for this. And when I did one of these last time, people asked if I could actually show them a bit closer and perhaps go a little bit slower. So let's make sure we do that and everybody gets to see exactly what's in them. First things first, we have a actually I've got to get my glasses because I cannot read that. Okay, it's called the Last Waltz Charm and it's a gold coloured charm. So beautiful little half circle shape with a diamond in the middle. It's probably not a real diamond, but it's a lovely little piece that'll look really pretty at the bottom of something, I think. So that's the first thing that I've opened up. We've also got what they've called the fancy balls, I think was one of the things that was on the Beading School page. So fancy ball beads, black diamond in a gold coloured setting. So look at those lovely little sparkly gold balls here. They're going to look lovely in something, as again, not sure what, but I'm sure they'll look fabulous. Put them over to one side. We've got a dancer's flame charm. So again, another little drop piece. So you can see there, it's got little diamantes on there, a nice hanging loop, lovely little charm for the bottom of something. There's a nice toggle. Oh, it's got really pretty finish on that toggle. It's got a lovely little sort of filigree finish in gold there. And I really love the charms and the different various toggles that come from beadingschool.com. They've got a really great quality about them. That's a lovely little gold toggle clasp there. We have a dagger. So it's called the Spy's Embrace Gold Charm, and it's a little tiny dagger. So have a look at that one there. A cross or a dagger? I think it's a dagger. It's got that sort of, knife-like looking point at the bottom of that one. Another little Eye of the Day toggle clasp, and this one's got some little encrusted diamantes in that as well. So another beautiful toggle clasp. Really pretty that one is. Look lovely on a necklace. I'm looking forward to that. I'll just have a look at a couple more metallic bits. So we've got some Silent Bloom ear studs. So these, I'm going to open that one up. These earring findings, the stud ones, look at those. Really beautiful gold flower component there. I don't know whether I'll be able to mount something in the middle of that. There could be something in this box that it's going to do that. But it's also got a little ring there at the back so that you can hang something from that as well. So really lovely little stud flowers there. And always with beadingschool.com, you get such great variety in colours and types of beads. So we've got some violet Preciosa 4mm and 3mm bicones in the violet colour. The violet AB, look at that, it's got that beautiful double sparkle on it, and the plain violet colour here as well. And then of course there's some matching Delica beads in Duracoat, and that's called the opaque crocus colour as well. So all three of those colours go really well together, and that's part of the theme for this particular box. It's all about purple. Not necessarily my favourite colour personally, but it's lovely to see it with the gold. There's a really lovely feature bead in this one. So this is called the Glass Cabochon Violet with Gold Wash. So I'll take that out of the bag because it's so pretty to see. It's got a nice beautiful finish to it. You can just hear that sort of finish. It's like a resiny sort of material, and it's got a matte sort of coating on the front and then lovely little gold sparkles around the edge. It's about 20mm I think in size. What size? 22.5mm. So a really good feature bead to have as part of a pendant or necklace type design. There are some little fancy cabochons, some 6x8 in a dark purple. So these are lovely when they've got the little setting because it's got the holes that you can push your needle all the way through and stitch those down into designs. There's another of the fancy balls, a little bit bigger this one. So this is a 10mm one, again in that violet in the gold coloured setting. So that'll look lovely with some of those violet bicones as well. There is an 11mm Preciosa Chaton Rosé, and it's that crystal arum colour. So again, a full gold colour. So really complements things like the cabochon here. You know, these things go really well together as well. We've got some crescent beads, and that's the sort of the little half moon shape. So crescent beads in opaque champagne. And there's another little packet of those as well in the luster iris amethyst. So both of those beads, same shape but different colours. So they will look completely different no matter how you use them. There is some size 2, wow, they're whoppers, size 2 Matubo seed beads in the opaque violet Nebula matte. So if you think of our little tiny size 15s that we use in lots of things, this is the really big brother to that, in that really big size 2 bead. I haven't seen those before, so that's a huge bead to be thinking about using. Again, another Delica, this is called the a Delica Frost Opaque Glaze Rainbow Lavender colour. So it's like a grey, purpley, beigey brown. It's a bit of a nothing colour really, but will probably be one that complements the purple particularly well. We of course have some beautiful fire polish. So there's some 6mm round fire polish and some 4mm, and these are all the Crystal AB copper lined beads. So again, that really great sparkle that comes from the fire polish beads. They're a really good alternative if you can't afford crystals. These are a really great way to still get some shine and sparkle, and are often interchangeable with a bicone bead as well. Oh, there's another little metallic. So we've got some more earring studs, some lovely triangles there as well. Again, they have the little loop on them so that you can hang things from them, and they're a lovely stud finish. There's some more of the fire polish. So there's some 3mm. This is one of the things I love about Beading School, is the fact that you get the same colour bead in 3 sizes, or depending upon what it is, but it's a really great way to create some continuity in your pieces as well. There is also some 4mm and 3mm rounds. So these are transparent pearl vapor is the colour. So it's like a sort of opaque grey, silvery sort of colour. It's a little bit sort of see-through, but again, the grey and purple go really well together, as do purple and gold, but grey and purple work really well together as well. There's also some fire polish beads in the purple. So this is the purple suede metallic. So a really dark, rich purple colour. Doesn't have the luster of the copper line Crystal ABs, but again, a really great bead to fill out projects with. There's some beautiful little 12mm Rivolis in the tanzanite colour. So beautiful purple colour there. It's got a really nice sheen to it. I might just open that one up so that you can see that a little bit better. But this dark purpley sort of colour, it's like a cool purple, not a warm purple. And I think, particularly going really well with those greys will be a great alternative. So you can see that sort of darker hue of that purple there. It's not warm, it's more of a cool colour. There's a couple of little drop beads as well by the look of it. So they are a 10mm teardrop in the luster transparent champagne. So this, these go really well together, all these sort of gold colours as well. There is a little packet of 24 karat yellow gold lined opal size 15 seed beads. So 24 karat gold ones, specials. They're the ones that you use when you really want to finish and create a lovely, unique piece with that 24 karat yellow gold lined. There's a lovely little filigree piece here, a little tiny one. So again, something that you would put with, say, that sort of cabochon sort of style, build that out to become a bigger sort of pendant with something along those lines. Some embellishment on there, hang a tassel from the bottom, lots of things. This is a really great connector piece to go between one large and another large. I really like that idea of the filigree being sort of that center grounding piece with those as well. There's a little bit of entwined galloon braid in beige. Galloon braid, I've not heard of that term before, but look at this sort of thing in terms of being able to bead around that as, some sort of bracelet type thing and do some embellishment on that. There's, I don't know how much there is. Could do a choker if you wanted to. I probably wouldn't wear a choker, but it's a really great way to do some embellishment on fabric and use that as a foundational piece to something else. There's some more Delicas in here. So we've got the metallic golden olive iris, the metallic midnight blue gold iris. What else is there? That's the only other Delicas. So really good, base colour here with the black and with that goldy purple colour as well. They fit really well with those purple and gold tones. There's some size 15 beads here in that grey blue colour. It's actually called Line Dark Grey. And then there's some more in the silver lined smoky amethyst. So that sort of pinky purple style as well. There's some size 11 beads in the silver lined dark gold. So I think they're going to look beautiful with that sort of 24 karat gold bead as well. Or again, you know, thinking about that beautiful bicone with that. There's got some little purple tinges in here that are going to be picked up really well by those bicones. You can see how lovely those colours look together. What else have we got in here? We've got some 2mm in the crystal grey luster. So 2mm fire polish. So they're, you know, designed to potentially go with some of these darker purple ones as well in the fire polish. And we've got some shape beads in the flat duo beads, or paisley duos is another name that they're sort of known by as well. So that's called crystal bronze aluminium. It's a really, you know, bright silvery colour there. There are some diamond beads. So I haven't seen these ones before. They're new to me. So it's a 4 by 6.5mm, and the colour here is called Luster Opaque Rose Gold Topaz. So it's got a pinky sort of gold tone to it. And I can particularly see, you know, something like these gold sort of drop things in terms of earrings will look really good. You know, maybe some of these little crystal ball things. So I'll think about how to utilise that and build that out to be a bigger component. And last but not least, we have some beautiful half tealers in the white opaque colour as well. So that's it from the, oh no, a couple on the side here. Sorry, I nearly cut off a couple of these. We've got some more 3mm Preciosa beads in the black diamond matte. So these matte beads, I really like them. I've got them in some other colour ranges, but they're a lovely addition. If you don't want shine, you can add some matte beads in there. And I've got some Chaton Rose here, the same as the larger one. There was a larger one here somewhere. And there's some little smaller ones that can go with those as well. So that's it from the Beading School Academy Fuchsia Box and the Sweet Margaretha. So look forward to seeing what I make out of these. I really love the challenge that comes from these Margaretha boxes and from the Academy boxes all round. And look forward to seeing what I get to make out of it and what other people use in their boxes as well. Until next time, it's been an unboxing from beadingschool.com by Paula from On a String. Bye for now.